Okay. I don't have my chat. I just realized I don't have my chat window up. Give me a second on that. Hello, everybody. I hope you guys are doing good. Give me a second here to just get situated. Where's the Rumble page at? Did I lose the Rumble page? Oh, there's the Rumble page. We'll put that over here. Okay. Go like this with it. Alright, like that. Okay, great. Like that.
Lisa Fernie.
Whoa, Lisa, hello.
GM Nay looking good.
Get to that volume mixer. Here we go. Thank you so much, Lisa. Thank you. I had the volume up too loud. I think we're okay now. Let's get that chat.
Jeff Lund.
There it should go.
Good morning.
Good
NAY,
morning.
is that you?
Jeff.
Looking good, my man.
Good morning. Is that me? Ah, Jeff, yeah, it's me. Yup, it is me. You know, my the woman that works for my works helping care of my dad, one of the women, she came in this morning and she's got new hair, and I was like, wow, your hair looks amazing. She's like, thank you so much. She's like, thank you, you know. And then my mom's like, did you notice his hair? And she's like, no. And I'm like, I went like that. She's like, oh my God. I kind of one-upped on her.
Good morning, cutie. Annie Passion.
Hey, Cassie. Thank you for calling
Good
me
morning,
cute.
Nay.
Hey, Annie. Hey, Joel.
Joel Froggy.
Hey, Daphne.
Hello, Nay.
Good morning.
Daphne Holland.
How's it going, guys? Let's bring
Morning,
this down
Nay.
here so I can see it better.
I gave them a hug from you last night.
Thank you.
Had to wait for them to get home.
Oh,
Ha ha.
okay. I got you.
Nikichka. It looks so much better.
Well, thank you, Nikki. I appreciate
Big
that.
Merc 83.
Yo, Merc, what's up, buddy?
Yo.
How's it going?
Annie Passion.
Thank you, Annie.
Looks great, Nay.
It's very nice of you guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for all the compliments. You're putting this smile on my face. I'm supposed to be mean today. And you guys are like making me all smiles and sweet. Oh, come on.
Nikichka.
Where are the trolls at?
I appreciate you getting a haircut, LOL.
You appreciate me
Cassie.
getting a haircut?
Hot stuff.
I think a lot of people do, obviously.
Rocks one
I was telling my
SMS.
mom, had one of the biggest shows
You've got
ever.
great
Yes.
hair, though.
I've got great hair. Thank you. Thank you. It does this naturally. There's nothing in it right now. It's just what it looks like when I get in the shower. Oh, shower. Yeah, like 4 minutes today. I was like, wow, man. Instead of 15, that's a huge difference. You know, it's more time to work out, man. I did. I worked out a little bit harder this morning. So, let's fix the Rumble page.
Nikichka.
That's off.
Watch out, Jackson Hinkle.
Oh,
Hippie chick.
dude, who said
Morning,
that?
Dapper Nay.
Watch out, Jackson Hinkle.
James Milne.
Nikki, thank you for saying
Look,
that.
new
That's
man.
No way, but thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. That's very sweet of you. Now I know you're a liar. But thank you so much. Oh yeah, like I could, you know, compete with fucking
Nikichka.
22-year-old Jackson.
Ha ha ha.
It's funny.
Spikesta. Morning, Nay. How long since you had it this short?
25 years ago, maybe more. I don't know. I'd have to go look really to find out. Probably about 25 years ago.
Doc Hollandaise.
It's like when I start working for Universal
morning, Nay.
Studios, I cut it like this.
Had a
and then...
dream about you, and when I woke up, my wife was watching you.
Well,
LOL.
probably because you heard my voice. You're dreaming
Nikichka.
about me because you heard my voice from her
I'm
phone.
radical leftist agenda if you didn't recognize.
Oh, Nikki! No, of course
Cassie.
I wasn't flirting with you, so you know
Love
I
the
didn't
setup.
recognize you.
It looks cool.
Thank you, Nikki. That's very sweet of you. Thank you, honey. Wow. Thank you. No, I would have been blushing 10 times as much if I had realized it was you.
Nikichka.
So I'm glad. So was that you that said you appreciated me cutting my hair? Really? Oh, the truths are flying everywhere today, man. I mean, I'm having all these crazy realizations after I cut my hair off. Okay, so I'm trying to get the
Rocks one
screen
SMF.
working. So let me do this.
I've got that kinda curly hair, and I cut it all off. Growing it back now, and it's fun trying to wrangle it. Gel is my friend,
Yeah,
LOL.
gel is your friend, exactly. Gels and
Nikitschka.
hats and things like
Yes,
this.
haha.
You know, you get something like that when you're growing your hair out, and it makes your life so much easier in the transition stage. But I don't want to grow my hair out anymore. I don't want to go through that. I don't want to be tying my hair back in a ponytail. I don't want to have to do my hair, you know, and spend time on my hair. I got so much other things to do. So just the hair was, and it wasn't working for me. You know, it wasn't working for me. It did for a long time. You know, it made me feel better about myself, but it didn't. It stopped doing that. And then when I kind of screwed with it and made it look like it was short, and I looked at it, I was like, man, I like it better short. I like it better short. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just have to cut it off, you know? So that's what happened. Now, anyway, I'm still trying to fix this page here. Let me fix this because I don't know why it's showing the wrong page. Oh, okay. Give me a second. Let me just get this going, and then we'll be good.
Rocks one
This needs to be on
SMF.
screen. Okay.
Definitely makes getting ready so much easier.
Oh. You know, if you're in a hurry to do something. Wow, I can't believe Radical Leftist Agenda is here. So while she's here, everybody, let me just tell you about her channel. She's great. She's one of the ones that keeps it real. And she's one of the ones that sniffs bullshit out and doesn't play
Let's get a
sides
guitar jam.
and doesn't play teams. Moo, Cyber. Do I have my audio up? Let me see. I'm in TeamSpeak. Yeah, there I am. Is the audio up on that? Yes. Well, no. Yes. It is. Oh, there he is. His mic wasn't on.
Hey.
Hey, Cyber.
Hey, Moo.
Moo. So, we've got Cyber featured in the thumbnail video from this morning. If you guys watch the thumbnail video before this video starts on Rumble, it's usually just shows a minute of me video gaming in COD, but you can hear me and Cyber talking to each other. It's a pretty cool little video. Radical Leftist Agenda. This is where I was. You guys should check out Radical Leftist Agenda, and the reason why is because if you want to know what's going on in the world and you want to see what other people are saying and you want to hear somebody who keeps it real, that's keeping their feet to the fire, holding those people's feet to the fire, listen to her, because she will pause the video and she will call out the bullshit that she hears, just like I do, and she will inform and she'll educate you, and she does it, you know, it's rather, it's enjoyable because she's such a lovely person to watch. So, you get everything with her. Go check her out. And, you know, and she comes here. And do you want to know what this woman does that most people don't do for me? All the other podcasters I've ever interacted with, she literally sends her people here, man. She'll do a show and then she'll raid my channel from Twitch. No one else does that for me. So understand, it's a huge thing, man. Because I need the support. I just tweeted at Elon Musk this morning. I'm like, hey, man, how about on Algorithm Me? You're going to bring back Donald Trump. You're bringing back Alex Jones. Hey, man, how about me, man? Because unlike those guys, I don't lie. Yeah, I might say shit that pisses you off, but I'm not going to lie. So how about on Algorithm my channel? You know, before you work on Alex Jones, the fucking liar, or Donald Trump, the fucking liar that you've already banned from your service, why don't you bring me, the truth teller, back on the Twitter? You know, and I had a feeling I was going to get a little angry about that this morning, but
Nikitschka.
That's why I made the title, because I was thinking about that.
Bring back Nay.
Yeah, bring me back, man. Dude, I used to be huge on YouTube, and there was a reason for that, because there was a market for my content. But now that you've separated me from all those people, you've algorithm me, and you blocked those people, you know, because we said things that you didn't like, we can't even connect anymore. So,
Nikitschka. Doc, Indy is my friend, that's all LOL. Doc Hollandaisy.
Indy.
Hashtag bring back Nay.
No. What happened with me and Indy is a whole, that's a separate thing. It has nothing to do with her. And, you know, we could talk about it. I don't mind talking about it at all. I'll talk about it right now. You know, when that guy started on Twitter, he was nobody. Nobody knew who he was. You know, he found me and he started retweeting me. And I was like, who's this guy? So when I checked him out, I was like, yeah, he's got a podcast. Wow, that's cool, man. I'll check out his podcast. So I listened to his podcast, and you know what? It was
Nikitschka.
just...
I didn't know
well,
something
I'm going to
happened with
explain
you
what
guys.
happened. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. It's like, I didn't partake. It wasn't my style. Okay, his thing wasn't my style. And I didn't spend a lot of time over there watching his show. But every once in a while I'd pop in and I'd say hello, and I would always retweet him and always tell my audience to go and check him out and send them links and everything, man. I promoted him all the time. The reason why is because I liked what he was doing. I thought it was a great idea. He's building a network of independents. I'm an independent. And, throughout the last year or 2 years, the independent community has been breaking apart. And it's become a shambles. And he's right in the fucking middle of that. Now he is. And he's helping break it apart even more, man. I want to bring people together. I think people should be working together. When you have a difference or when you have a difference of opinion or whatever, you just got to fucking cut your losses and keep going and keep working towards what you want to work towards. But, him and I had some disagreements on Twitter, and he tried to call me out for it. And I was like, dude, let's go, man. Come on. And he just got all pissed off at me, and he fucking blocked me. He blocked me on Twitter, man. I was like, really? And that's not even the thing that really pissed me off. The thing that really pissed me off about him was when he first started his network and shit, I was like, man, there weren't a lot of people there. I was like, I wouldn't mind being a part of that group. So I sent him a message. I was like, hey, man, can I join your network? And he was like, I'll run it by the network and I'll see what they say. And I was like, wait, what? I was like, what do you mean you're going to run it by the network? I thought this was your thing. I remember when it was just you. You started this by yourself. So you brought everybody else in and now you've made it a collective. Okay, great. Well, get back with me and let me know.
Doc Holland Daisy. You promoted him so much, man. I tag him in so much stuff.
I guarantee you keep tagging him with my shit, he's probably going to block you too. I still tag him. I don't fucking care because him and I follow a lot of the same people. But, you're going to come here and act like you're my friend and you know what I'm about. You know how I am. And when me and Shut the Fuck Up Shitlib Joe are sitting there arguing on Twitter about his support for Donald Trump or his fucking defending Donald Trump or his whatever fucking Republican right-wing bullshit that he's got going on, hey, man, I want to be his friend. I like the guy. Okay? I like him. I want to work through it. I want him to see what he's doing, what I see that he's doing, and I want to have the opportunity to have a conversation about it.
Nice dude.
If thank you so much, Vermont Bread. That's very nice of you to say. I don't care. If you want to come into that conversation, you want to get in between what him and I are saying, fine, interject, argue, I'll argue back and whatever, and then we'll fucking all do this at the end of the day and walk away. Fucking Indy fucking blocks me on Twitter, dude. Oh, I can't believe I've been friends with this guy. What? Really? You don't know what I'm about? You don't know my agenda, bro? As many times as he's come into my show and hung out and watched, he knows what I'm about.
I'm not good with Twitter, so sorry. I didn't use it much.
It's not that big of a deal. It's not even about Twitter. It's about YouTube, man. It's about us all promoting each other and getting bigger and whatever. He never wanted to include me in his network. I always wanted to be a part of that. I was like, this would be great, man. There's a whole bunch of people in there I agree with. There's some people in there I don't agree with. And we argue on Twitter sometimes. He must see that. He stays out of it. And he doesn't like it. Because how dare me fucking play against the team? Well, they're saying something that's not accurate. They're lying, or they're fucking carrying a narrative, or they're toting some bullshit along with them. Whatever it is, I'm going to call you out on your bullshit. And you know what? Most people that I do that to, they fucking run, they shut down, they run away, and they can't fucking handle it. They'll block me, whatever. But every once in a while, and this is what makes it worthwhile. Every once in a while, I'll call someone out on their bullshit, and they'll be like, wow, that guy was right. He totally nailed me. They'll come back, they'll try to call me back on my bullshit, and I'll start arguing with them. And I'll be like, oh, really? Blah, 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 blah. And then, well, they don't talk to me anymore. Look, I'm going to always call you out on your bullshit, okay? I'm not going to sit by quietly and let you do bullshit.
Happy
I'm just
420.
not going to do it. I fucking hate that. So when I see you fucking up, and doing bullshit, and I give you the opportunity.
I'm doing a Russia-Ukraine debate tonight on Twitch. I wish you were on the panel.
Are you inviting me to be on the panel? Because I got a lot to say about that. I would love to be on a panel. I think I might actually speak if you put me on one. Let me know. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. You're either going to support what I do or you're not. But if you choose to not be my friend...
I don't know if they will take more, but I can ask.
Yeah, cool. Thank you. Let me know. That would be fun as hell. Because I know plenty about Russia, Ukraine. I know all about the narrative. I know all about the bullshit. And I understand people. Yeah, I got a really good understanding of people and why this is going the way it's going, you know, and the industry behind it that's pushing it. But I don't want to talk about that right now. Listen, what I want to say is what happened between me and Indy, that was bullshit. Okay? Now, me and Reef never got along.
I'm gonna send you a link to their Discord and Twitter.
Okay, thank you. Which account are you going to send it to on Twitter? Which one of my Twitter accounts? Let me know. I'll pull that up right now. The thing that happened between me and Indy, okay, that's the kind of thing that you know, when people have been working together and trying to come to conclusions about things, about their narrative and whatever, they're going to come across
the one with the hammer.
Something they're going to. Oh yeah, that's Nays Garden. Okay, perfect. Thank you. They're going to have some disagreements sometimes. You know, I disagree with a lot of things I hear Jimmy Dore say. I disagree with a lot of things that I hear. You know, a lot of Revolutionary Black Network. Those people, I hear a lot of things that I disagree with. They say. You know, I see a lot and hear a lot of things that Unholy Rome says. And then I don't like the things that he says sometimes. And I will call him out on his bullshit too. And you know what? He's cool with it. He's cool with it. We're still friends. You know, I'm gonna come at you. If I see you doing racism, if I see you doing, you're doing something discriminatory, if I see you fucking lying to yourself or lying to your audience.
Have a nice day.
All right, Annie. Be passionate about your work. That's what I like to say.
Have you heard what Dylan Burns has to say? I love Rome, TBH.
What's not to love? What's not to love about Rome? You know? Is Dylan Burns the guy that did the documentary on Rome? Is that who that is? He did the movie? I haven't seen it yet. But, you know, I've got plenty of people that I disagree with on things, and I choose to be their friend because it's a mutually beneficial relationship. And let me tell you something. When Indy was starting out on YouTube, man, when he was tweeting, nobody saw any of his tweets. He would tweet and tweet and tweet and tweet and tweet and tweet and tweet all day.
He's the guy who went to fight allegedly in Ukraine.
And he got algorithmed so fast. Nobody got to see any of his shit. And I felt bad for him. So I used to retweet him and try to help and do all this shit. And it was kind of bringing me down too, because
he's gonna be on the panel, I heard.
If you retweet somebody who's not going to be visible, and you retweet them, for some reason it puts you down too. You know, it's like all the people that are on social media that tried to share out my show, they all got punished for it. So I could see there was something going on there and whatever. And I was like, man, I think I'm being algorithmed a lot every time I share this shit, because I would share his shit and nobody would see them. Nobody would see his retweets from me. So I was like, well, you know, we're just fucking spinning our wheels here and this is bullshit. I felt like it was because I go live 3 times a day, and every time I go live, I put out there's a tweet. So that's 3 tweets every day. He does everybody that goes live or everybody that uploads. So he's putting out fucking 20 tweets every day. And what I figured was, like me, some people were sick of seeing all of his promotional videos clogging up their fucking feeds. And at some point I had to unfollow him just so I could go through my Twitter account, because everything would be independent left out news, 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 you know, and it was all his narrative that I was seeing, which is, you know, okay if you're a fan of his, but if you want to get other opinions and you want to see things from other people, it wasn't working for me. They were spamming me with all of his shit. And I seemed to be the only person who was seeing it. You know, I followed him and I signed up for notifications and all that shit, but I guess no one else did. So I worked and I worked and I worked for him, and I saw his numbers went up very slightly. And I was like, well, he's finally getting a little traction. But every once in a while I'd go back and he'd put up a bunch of tweets and it'd be 000, 000, 000. He was going through the same thing I was going through. And I thought, you know, at some point maybe him and I would be able to help each other, you know, really promote each other and do something. And I was like, this is the guy that can really use my help. I was like, I'm going to help him and just try to lift him up, because he's got a good thing going on. And you know, if he does something for me, great. And if not, well, whatever. Well, he came into the show and he introduced himself, and he did start helping me and telling people to come here. But the most important thing was he started coming to the shows.
Griffin.
And he would be here often.
Yo.
And every time he'd come in, I'd be like, hey, what's up, man? You know? But his partner, Reef, and I don't get along. The guy doesn't like me, and because he doesn't like me, I fucking don't like him. You know, if you don't like me, I got a fucking problem with you. You know, I never had a problem with that guy, ever.
That's right, he was going cray in the chat.
Yeah, I never had a problem with Reef. Reef just decided one day he just didn't like me for whatever reason, and he started being a dick to me on Twitter. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, you can be like that, but I'm still friends with your buddy, and I bet that just fucking drives you crazy, and it did. It got him so mad that I think he kind of interfered a little bit. You know, I think he may have fucking interfered a little bit between me and Indy. I don't know, but you know, that guy had a lot of anger towards me. I could tell. I didn't know what it was, and I don't fucking care what it is. Fuck you. You don't like me? Too goddamn bad, man. I'm still here, and you can't fucking stop me. In fact, the more I go, the more I do this show every 3 days, I'm getting more and more people that come in. In fact, my old viewers are coming back now. And so that's why I'm all excited. I'm like, hey, man, maybe I can get my Twitter working again. You know, Nays Garden, wouldn't that be fucking cool? So I'm like, unalgorithm me, bitch, so I can start blowing this thing up like I want to. You know, I'm ready. But, you know, I'm not going to get any help from Indy. You know, since he blocked me on fucking Twitter, he doesn't come in here anymore. And, you know,
Griffin.
What's funny is...
Indy Dead News.
What's really funny about it is, I don't even remember what we were disagreeing on. I knew it had something to do with shut the fuck up, shit live. That's it. I don't even remember what the subject was. That's how stupid it is. I don't even know what he was fucking having a problem with me over. But he's the one that chose to block me. He's, I'm blocking you. Oh, I can't believe this. He starts referring to me as that dude or this guy. I can't believe this guy or something like that. I was like, I thought we were friends, man. You're talking about me like I'm a fucking object.
Hippie chick. Trendy ass dabbers.
Trendy ass dabbers is gone. I'm not bringing back trendy ass dabbers. But it's Nays Garden, and if the people that I supported on their way up want to support me when they get big and shit, great. That would be awesome. You know, it'd be great if someone like Indie Left News started fucking supporting me again. Or, you know, let me join your stupid fucking network, dude. You know, and you know what? This would be great too. Let me know who the fuck in your network doesn't want me in there. And why don't you put us in a fucking octagon and let us debate that shit out? How about that? You know? And then you can determine for yourself who deserves to be in your network and who doesn't. You'll find out who the fucking racists are really fast. Go ahead, dude. People don't want me in your network. Tell me why. You know, because he's an angry white guy? Really? Is that it? Fuck you. Yeah, I gotta put this thing down. Hold on one second. But, you know, I don't know if it's a racist thing. I know a lot of people get into this whole angry white guy thing, and it fucking pisses me off. I'm like, dude, do you want to be any more racist than calling someone white? Just fucking stop. You know, stop calling people white, man. God, it's like, how would you like it if it was reversed and someone was calling you an evil black man? Or they'd say, oh, the black people, or black people this, or black people that. You know, the blacks, you know, group you all together. You know, I don't talk like that, so why the fuck are you talking like that?
Josh G.
And I hear it all the time.
Well, you know.
On Twitter especially.
They just say angry white men.
Yeah, Rome just pulled that shit.
Society, CNN.
You know, Rome just pulled that shit yesterday on Twitter. I was like, I'm gonna back out, you know.
Josh G.
He's mad at some white guy again.
I remember that headline.
He's mad at white people. Fuck. Now, if we could just drop the fucking terminology and start referring to each other as humans, we need to stop it at our level, man. The grassroots bottom of the barrel level. That's where it really fucking matters, man, because if we're not going to change, society ain't going to fucking change. You know? Stop calling each other white and black and fucking being so focused on something that makes no difference, man. It doesn't matter what color your fucking skin is, man, I swear. It doesn't. We're all human beings. You know, if two of you want to get together and you're different colors and you want to get married and have kids, great. There's nothing wrong with that, man. You know, interracial marriage is a fucking construct of bullshit. Are you kidding me? Interracial marriage? There's no such thing as race. So how can there be interracial marriage?
I'm sorry I have to go, but hope you can get on the panel. It's at
No!
7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Look, I've got your message right here. Thank you. I got your link. I'm saying thank you. Thank you. It's a Discord link. It's opening up Discord. All right. Drive safe. Where's that sun coming from? Man, this is a problem, huh?
Nikichka. You're welcome.
Dude, the sun is horrible right now, dude. It's like I'm trying to get out of the sun, man. Where am I? Nikki. What did you send me to? You just sent me to my own Discord. Oh, this is your Discord? I'm waving to you. I don't know. You just sent me a link to a Discord server or something. I don't know what you did, Nikki. But I'm there. Alright. Anyway. The sun is really weird right here, man. I might have to... Oh! I could put something in that window to block the sun. Coming in, maybe? Here, let me see if I can do this. This is really bad. Oh, God, it almost fits. Unbelievable. Really? Man, it almost fits, but not quite. There's just too much sun coming in. I need to put something in there to block that, like cardboard. Block that light coming in. Cardboard.
Josh G. Just use a mirror and direct it at the neighbor, ha ha ha.
No, that doesn't help either, does it? Not really. That doesn't help that much. Just too much light. It's just coming right in, man. But the sun is only... Oh, my God. Look at that. The sun's only going to be there for a few minutes. Oh, there we go. To the political shit show. Okay. Political shit show. Okay. To promote a positive environment, homophobic comments or discrimination towards the LGBTQIA community will result in a ban. Racism or discrimination will result in a ban. Do not sell, promote. Well, just say just no discrimination. You know, you don't have to do. You don't have to be so specific. Just say you don't allow discrimination here, based on anything. No discrimination. It's very simple to say. List all your little. All right, no spamming. Do not
Josh
record
G.
in any VC unless you're live.
Looking real white now, haha.
I know, right? I'm about
Josh
as white.
G.
About as white can be.
Angelic privilege.
Whatever. No illegal content or anything that violates Discord community guidelines, terms of service. Break these rules and get banned. Bitch. Am I allowed to
Hippie
smoke
chick.
cannabis in Twitch?
LOL at Josh G.
I'll just say hello. I can't type. You do not have permission to send messages in this channel. Okay, I can't even say hello. How do you join there? I thought I just joined their server. General, debate. Hello, there. I can speak there. Hello. 6:57. Okay, cool. Bunch of fucking children in there. Okay, I don't know what the fuck that is. People saying dumb shit. Okay. I don't know, man. If it's something serious, though, I'll be down with it. I'm just... You know, we're talking about fucking war. That's a serious thing. People getting killed. I have no idea who they are. Political shit show. It's all new. Oh, someone said hi to me. I'm live on Twitch right now, right? Let's smoke. Am I allowed to smoke on Twitch? Do you guys know? Am I allowed to live my life? Wow, look at that, man. I'm the headless podcaster. As soon as the sun goes up, man, we'll be fine. I mean, there's something else I could do here. I can block, I could put, yeah, man, I think I could block that light coming in. I think I got a way to do it. An easy way. Yeah, I could just do it with I could just do it with this probably, right? Yeah? Does that help? No, that's not blocking anything. What am I thinking? It's gotta be right there. Okay. So I could do that with a blanket. I just need a little towel. Here. Here, man, I think we got this. I think we got this, man. Look at that. Do we like that? Did we fix it? There's a little hole. There's a little sunlight hole there. Focus. Focus on me, man. Come on. There we go. Okay, cool. So yeah, the light's gonna throw us off for a little bit. But oh, join political shit show. Oh, okay, I joined. Okay, there was a thing that came up on another screen. Just put it in promo. Huh. Oh, cool. Put it in promo. Okay, so I guess I could go. I should probably give them the Twitch link. Fuck, I don't know it. I don't even know it. Fuck that shit. I don't know. I'll go back into debate. I'm just not trying to deal with that right now is what I'm trying to say. I don't even like Twitch, man. Never did. There's something about going there and just having someone fucking start screaming in my face. No matter what's going on, I hate that. Like the hair. Thank you, Tony. Love the quad monitor setup. Yeah, that fourth monitor came last night. I got all set up. I got my whole thing set up, man. It's really nice. What's going on over there? Nothing's going on over there. Yeah, I was going to put a link up there and then bring some more people in. I'm like, I don't know my Twitch link, dude. I don't even know the link to my Twitch channel. Are any of you guys watching on Twitch? Maybe you give me a link to the Twitch channel in the chat. Or not. That's cool. I'm going to smoke some cannabis. Cyber, are you there?
Yeah.
You ready to smoke, buddy?
Yeah. I am.
All right. Cheers. Cheers, Cyber. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, bro. Cheers, everybody.
Hippie chick. Cheers. Stephen running. Good morning, cheers.
Queen Alexa. I don't know how, but was she? Okay, Queen Alexa. Oh, there she is. She's right there. Okay. About me. Click to add note. Okay. At Queen Alexa. Okay, we'll see if she responds. I told her RLA referred me for the debate. I bet you Queen Alexa's probably clicking on my face right now and trying to see who the fuck I am and shit. She's like, who's this guy? Before she answers, you know. She's gonna do her due diligence. She's gonna do her due diligence. She seems like she's... Who is RLA? She doesn't know who RLA is.
Malik Richards. What's it look like from the back?
Looks like a fucking gangster. I called her Nikki O. I accidentally hit the O.
Nicola Stefan. New look, clean, cool. Rested and ready for progression.
Maybe. I think I'm taking steps backwards, to tell you the truth. What is my stance on the topic? She asked me she wants my stance on the topic. I'm like, American imperialism and NATO caused all this, and Ukraine deserves nothing from the United States. That's what happens when you play with fire, dude. It's our job to put your fucking fire out for you. You're the ones that started this fucking fire. You know, I mean, when it comes right down to it, I'm almost positive that the shelling of ethnic Russians in their homes was a Ukrainian idea, you know. She's like, sure, come on. What time? She told me what time it was. Radical Leftist Agenda told me. She says it's at 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay.
Teresa Teal. Hi, Nay, nice hair, you look younger.
Teresa Teal, you're too kind. That's what I heard a little bit of. Some people, everyone's, oh, you look younger, you look younger. I was like, I wanted to look older. Oh, I want to look older, man. I don't want to look younger, man. You know, I want to look my age. What can I say?
Teresa Teal. Love when smile.
Thank you. That's so nice. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you so much. So, yeah, the look is new, but the attitude's the same, just so everybody knows.
Mountain
You've
Finance.
been warned.
Congrats on the haircut. You are looking great.
Thank you so much, Candace. I so appreciate that. Thank you. Waiting room. I don't see the waiting room. Waiting room. Oh, waiting room. I see it. Thank you.
Josh G. Nay, you a waffle, pancake, or French toast guy? Teresa Teal. At least you ain't getting that brush out anymore.
Good game at Nays. You just advanced to level 1. She sent me a hat, a little hat tipping. She sent me a little hat tipping avatar. That's cool. Queen Alexa. I have no idea who Queen Alexa is. Isn't that funny? I don't know who that is. Wonder if she has a podcast or anything? I've got this. Oh. Is cannabis use allowed on cam and Twitch? Yeah, that's a good question. I fucking find that out right off the bat. Oh, cool. How cool are we? It's like we can smoke. We can smoke on Twitch and do a debate. Yeah. Yeah, just don't get me and Rome started on communism, okay? That's my I don't want to discuss communism with Rome. We're going to go in there, we're going to talk about the war in Ukraine. We're good to go. Rome's going to be there, right? Dude, I've always wanted to be on a panel with Rome. It's like, let me get in there, man. Put me in that fucker. I got so much shit to talk. They'll be like, hey, Nay, what do you got to say about
James
this
McGill.
shit? I'll be like, oh,
Cheers,
fuck.
Nay.
Because I won't interrupt people. I'll just let everybody talk. That's my problem. Every time I get on a panel, I just let everybody talk and I sit there silent. But man, I've got so many feelings around this war, this waste of it's like it's slowing us down. It's like slowing humanity down, you know? It's like it's draining humanity of its energy. You know, this war is draining. That's what it's doing. It's draining us of our energy. Non-smoker got all the pro-Russia people. Non-smoker got all the pro-Russia people. I'm not as pro-Russia as I am anti-American imperialism. I think what Russia did was an overreaction. You know, I think they should have. I think the problem was Putin couldn't keep his troops. He couldn't sustain the troops there on the border like he did. I think he had to do something. I don't understand how the military works, but I don't think you can just keep troops in one spot like that in mass and sustain them for some reason. I don't know why that is. I don't know how it works. But that's what I envision he should have done, was he should have moved them all up on the border like he did, and then he should have demanded that they give those territories to him while his troops are there threatening to do something about it. And negotiated with that. My troops are right there. We're ready to move in. We're willing to negotiate. You need to give us these 4 regions because you're murdering people, and we've got it documented on video. We're showing the whole world what you've done. With your money and your shelling, you've murdered 15,000 people. So yeah, there was definitely, I think there was a need for a response on the part of Russia. I think there was a need for a response. I just disagree with the severity of it. That's all. But then again, I'm not Vladimir Putin, man. He's got a lot more experience in this shit than I do. He's got a lot more experience dealing with America than I do. I don't know. I feel like smoking a bong rip though, and it is 4:20 in Newfoundland. I bet you didn't know that, did you? Did anybody know that? Because I don't see it in the chat. Oh wait, James McGill said cheers. No, he
Mr. Blue 3.
Oh, Bad Blue Jaws gets it. Oh, okay. All right, we're
Tap
smoking.
in, folks.
All right, let me see if I can turn the brightness
Cassie.
down.
Umbrella.
It's too bright. Umbrella. I'm just gonna sit with that for a second. Where is the chat? Oh God, the screen's so huge now. There it is. Umbrella. Oh, umbrella to block the sun, fella. Look at me. I got laser eyes. I'm one of them crypto people with laser eyes.
Doc Hollandaisy.
I got this beam of
I
light
didn't know
shooting out
that.
of the side of my head. I got this beam of light shooting out of the side of my head. Like a rocket just... I'm blowing my mind, bro, with all the
Mountain
crazy
finance.
thoughts I've had, dude.
I never understood why Newfoundland gets their own special time zone.
Isn't that weird? I
Ha
think
ha.
it might be because of where they're
Cassie.
located.
Your face looks like a orb.
I seem to recognize your face. It's my face. All right, so... Oh, yeah, I wanted to turn the brightness down on this. If it was possible, and I hadn't done it yet. I'm just sitting here, like, fucking off. Cyber,
Yeah.
you ready to smoke, bro?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, no law regarding cannabis. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Cyber.
Cheers, bro. Cheers, everybody.
Big old meat hooks in the way.
James McGill. Cheers, everyone. Mountain Finance. They do stick out a little further in the Atlantic. Doc Hollandaisy.
There you go.
Cheers, my B.O.
It's their geography.
Cassie. Nay, you look like the chosen one.
Oh, Cassie. Okay now. Candace Mountain Finance. How about you? Where's the freaking Oracle show? We had Radical Leftist Agenda in here. Mountain Finance, everybody. Check out her show. She does it on the YouTubes. She does it on the YouTubes.
Doc Hollandaisy. Smoking out of new glass with you, bro. So tasty good hits.
So tasty good. I hope you rinsed it. I hope you rinsed that glass. Got to get the glass dust out of it before you start inhaling that shit. Hey man, I wonder if this could just be. Help a little bit. I'm gonna just bring that down a little bit. What do you think? Oh, now I'm
Bridget
blocking the
Foreman.
camera. I see.
Hair looks great.
Oh, thank you.
Mountain Finance. Thanks for the kind words, Nay.
Oh, you're welcome. You have a great show. You know, people should go watch you. This is the problem: is that shows like yours, it takes a while to get them going because YouTube's not going to
Doc
let
Holland
people know that
Daisy.
you've got an awesome show.
Oh man. I need to rinse it.
They're not like when someone pulls up a YouTube splash screen, you're not going to be right there for them to try. They're going to put frickin', what's his name, Paul, on there. They're going to put fucking Jake Paul, or they're going to put, one of the big YouTubers on there, and they're not going to put the little people up there, man. And no one knows. It's not right. There was a time when I started on YouTube, it was so fair. It was so fair. You could come on YouTube and you could start a small channel, and as long as you had content that people wanted to see, it went all over. I blew up Trendy As Dabbers so fast, it was shocking. I became famous within a few months, and I would go out in public and people would come up to me and be like, Trendy As Dabbers, dude, you're Trendy Nay. I watch you all the time. I love your fucking show, man. That just happened to me the other day in my front yard. You guys know that? At Halloween. One of the trick-or-treaters' fathers walked up to me and he's like, dude, you're Trendy As Dabbers, man. I watch you all the time. I love you, bro. I was like, Mom, look. She's inside the house. That's because YouTube used to be fair, man. I have that little bit of fame still to this day because YouTube used to work for people.
James McGill. Cheers, LOL.
Now they just work towards
Hippie
subverting
chick.
the people that they don't want
Top
you
of
to
the
hear.
hour hashtag
They
NLRC.
judge, they program it into their algorithms, and then their algorithms go to work like those fucking spiders in the Matrix that fly through the fucking sky and fucking look for you and shit. That's fucking YouTube algorithm, man. That shit finds you, and then they all fucking come and attack you, and they hide you. I'm just glad I got what I got now. It's a miracle that we got this. It's a miracle that I can't believe that I can go live. I've got 22. I did it without my fingers. I did 22 viewers right now on my show. When for me, that's insane. So it's good. It's good. I can't believe I got 22 people watching this show. Why isn't the other number up there? That's the question. Psh, unreal. That's pretty weird, but it works. I'll just keep smoking cannabis and talking shit, man, because it's what I do.
Mountain Finance.
That's my gimmick.
The best thing about your show is that your viewers tend to be very loyal. Megsy Williams. Hey, Nay.
I have a couple of loyal viewers. They're in the chat right now. I can see them. There's James McGill. There's Hippie Chick. There's Doc Hollandaise. There's Nick Brown. Of course, there's Cyber. But there's, there's a lot of very loyal viewers. They'll come and they'll support the fuck out of me. But I broadcast too much. Let's just be honest, guys. I go 3 times a day, and you guys come in when you can, and it's cool. I'm always available. I can't be expecting people to show up 3 times a day every day. No one else does that.
Doc
No
Hollandaise.
other podcaster
Love the show, man.
goes 3 times a day every day. And if you know someone that goes 3 times a day every day, let me know who they are, because I'd like to meet them. There are a few loyal ones, and I do appreciate them a lot. But it's more about, it's more about getting out there and getting to the masses, and it's not going to happen the way these algorithms are set up. That's why I literally sent a fucking tweet to Elon Musk, who I've got blocked on Twitter. I wrote it to Elon Musk. I couldn't see him while his name didn't pop up, Or I typed in at Elon Musk. It didn't pop up because I blocked his ass. But I still sent him an email. And a tweet, and it's probably going to say, this tweet is from a fucking account that's got you blocked. Oh, it's probably going to make him go look at it and see what it says. And it's going to be like, dude, don't algorithm me, man. You're going to fucking bring back Donald Trump and Alex Jones, and and those guys are straight fucking documented liars. They're fine. Okay, it's fine. Free speech and all, but bring back the truth tellers too, bitch. How about that? Can we do that? Can we bring back the truth tellers? Wouldn't that be great? They're bringing back, because the problem is I wasn't removed from the service. I've just been kind of hidden on the service. They figured out how to deal with me. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is no law regarding cannabis, and cheers, and ask Cyber if he's ready for another bong hit at top of the hour.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, cheers. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, bro. Cheers, everybody.
Hippie Chick. You are the only one I know goes 3x a day. You are determined. Love showing up to support when I can. Love ya, nay. Doc Hollandaise. Cheers. Hippie Chick. Cheers.
Let me ask you guys a question in the chat. How often do you go back and watch a pre-recorded video when you don't catch a live? Like, let's say you just missed it. You're like, oh, he was just live. That's cool. I'll just watch the whole thing. How many of you just go watch the whole thing?
Megsy Williams. #me.
Right on, Megsy.
Josh G. I will and ill. Rocks 1 SMF.
Josh.
I do sometimes.
Rocks. You know what's funny about that?
Doc Hollandaise.
It's so often.
Daily I go back and watch.
I'll go live and one of you will pop in and say, dude, I was just watching your last show. And, and a message came up and said you were live.
LOL, I do sometimes hardly ever get through a show I missed.
How many times have you guys ever gone to watch a pre-recorded show and you get a message that says, Nay's just
Rocks
gone live?
1 SMF.
And you'll go over and you'll click
but
over and you'll be
my eyes
like,
glaze
fuck
over
yeah.
for the crypto hoo-ha.
Here goes crypto. Look at crypto right now. Look what's going on. All of a sudden, everything just popped up. We've got storage. Look at that, guys. Number 1.
Megsy Williams.
My pick, storage.
Me quite often.
Those of you that don't know,
Hippie Chick. I do LOL caught.
when I was looking for certain cryptos on my own one day in an app, I saw storage, and I'm in the storage business. I own a storage
Doc
facility.
Hollandaise.
And I was like, hey, I
love
like the
it when
name of
that
that one.
happens.
And it's really cheap.
Watching pre-recorded and then you go
I'm
live.
going to get some storage. And I did. And it doubled like overnight. And we talked about it on my show. Hey, man, I just fucking 2x'd on a goddamn crypto. I put $1,000 in. And I got $2,000 now. And I showed everybody. And we made a big deal about it. It was a big deal. That's a big deal. When you take $1,000 and turn it into $2,000. Now I left it in there. I was like, I'm not going to take it out. I'm not going to take it out. I left it in there, and then, pew, ended up all the value crashing. Dude, is that my mom's phone? Did my mom leave her phone here when she took off? And now storage is number one right now at 31 cents. That's really exciting. Then Wax P, then Algo, which is one that I hold a lot of, Algo, then Flux, OMG, then Dogelon Mars. Litecoin is in the green, XTZ is in the green, LRC, Loopring is in the green, and Sandbox is at 0 in the green. There you go, man. I mean, the market is pulling up right now, and it's an exciting time to watch it because you can see it's been down for a very long time. If you look at the market, you'll see it's all in the red. Look at the top. Look at the top graphs. You'll see everything has been in the red, and it's starting to move upwards on the right. And if you look below, you'll see everything is now in the green and starting to move upwards. So this is an exciting opportunity to sit and actually watch crypto. So Radical Leftist Agenda, I need to thank her because she got me into this debate tonight. And if you guys want to see this, do I just give people, how do I promote the debate? I wonder if she has a link, she'll let me know in the chat. And in the meantime, I want to thank Radical Leftist Agenda, but I don't know how to find her I don't use Discord, so I just don't know how to use it. I'll look on the right and see if she pops up here. Oh, no. No. Wait, well, maybe I'll just type, no. Oh, type in her name here. It's Nikki. Nikki. Was that her? Nikki. There is a Nikki in the server, but I don't know if that's her. They're typing back, whoever it is. Oh, cool.
I'll be right back.
Hippie chick. Happy 710.
I need to talk to other people. Whoa, dude. I got them freaking just giant beams of light coming out of my eyes. Like I'm some kind of a fucking... No, it was better like that. Lost the lighting effect. I lost the lighting effect. It was there, now it's gone. I'm sad. I didn't really do anything but thank Non-Smoker because he asked me to. Who is Non-Smoker? I gotta say at Nikki, right? Non-Smoker. Member, shit talker. I wonder who Non-Smoker is. Dude, someone named Non-Smoker asked RLA to get me into this discussion tonight. It's 7:10, everybody. To get me into this discussion, Cyber, Get me into this discussion tonight. Asked RLA to get me into it. And I don't know who non-smoker is. Oh, check out his channel. She's already answered me, man. RLA is like tight work, bro. This is non-smoker's channel. Okay, this is the dude. Who are you, bro? Just chatting 2 days ago, 5 days ago. He goes 2.5 hours almost every show. The true red wave. Why is there no sound? The FBI.
The pundits are predicting a giant red wave.
Oh, here he
Be
is.
a red wave, okay? And I gotta be honest, the prognosticators were not limited to talking heads. They included individuals such as myself.
How do I do this?
And I think
I
even
haven't done
lots
this
of
yet.
liberals.
I'm dealing with new camera
But I
setup.
think the consensus overall was that there would be a significant number of important seats in Congress, and the Senate in particular, that would go to Republicans. And as you guys know, the way it works is it's basically tied in the Senate right now. There's 48, or prior to the midterms, there was 48 Democrats, 2 Democrat-leaning independents, and 50 Republicans. So that what that means is Kamala Harris is the tie-breaking vote. So more or less, what it is a Democrat
Megsy
majority,
Williams.
even though it looks like a split on paper. in
Megsy.
theory. And as we know,
I lost the chat.
not every Democrat is
Hashtag cheers.
necessarily on board with everything that the party supposedly wants to do anyway.
Why
But
don't we have the price of Bitcoin on screen?
basically, the thought would be that the Republicans would take control of the Senate. And it doesn't appear like that is, yes, there still needs to be votes counted and this, that, and the other. It's not quite over yet. But it appears that that will likely not happen. And just in terms of dollars, there's a reason, guys, that as far as I know, none of us live in Pennsylvania. Or if you live there, it's the first I'm hearing of it. I don't know where all of you live.
Doc
but
Hollandaisy.
presumably
Ducky!
most of you, or at
Hashtag
least not
keep it
all of you,
open.
Keep it open!
do
That's
not live in
right.
Pennsylvania, yet we all know who John Fetterman is. And the reason we know who John Fetterman is, and the reason we know who, obviously we would all know who Dr. Oz is, regardless, because he was famous, kinda, sorta. I would say he's a pretty famous guy.
I'm trying to
But
smoke. I'm
the
trying to smoke.
most-
I'm trying to
the
smoke
Democrats
some
felt
cannabis.
The most crucial seat was the Pennsylvania seat. And they spent a shitload of money, and it looks like they succeeded.
Quarter of the hour, cyber cheers.
And it might
Cheers.
be useful
Cheers,
to
everybody.
know
In the
that,
chat, Doc, Megsy,
lots
Hippie
of
Chick,
money was spent,
rocks. Cheers.
opposing
And over there
Bolton,
on the
understandably.
Baba Blue Draws token,
But
Tony
wouldn't you
Z,
know
and
that
Notlin
the
over there on
biggest
Rumble.
spender opposing Dr. Oz was actually
Doc Hollandaisy.
a group,
Cheers.
let me get you the name.
Hippie chick. Cheers.
You might know this already. I
New
just
haircut.
figured it out.
Same attitude. Audience beware. Maze Garden,
So,
published
the
November
biggest group
19th,
opposing
2022.
Dr. Oz
Rumble rants.
was Honor
Notlin.
Pennsylvania.
Hey, Nay, love the new do.
Okay, and that's
Token
likely
Tony
from
Z.
the
Thank you.
midterms.
Hey, good morning.
But
Nay, like the
they
hair,
morning.
good morning.
Thank
To
you.
cyber. Activities. Also,
$14
hashtag
million
bring back Nay.
opposing Dr.
Megsy
Oz.
Williams.
Okay, so I had no idea what
Token
that
Tony
was,
Z.
but it was a
Hashtag
super PAC that
cheers.
supported Dave
Love the
McCormick,
quad monitor setup.
right?
Baba Blue Draws.
And,
Thank you.
Toff dashing
In
away.
addition to that, there were all
Baba Blue
like,
Draws.
Planned Parenthood,
At least
Pennsylvania,
once a day.
or I'm sorry,
Baba
End
Blue
Citizens
Draws.
United, a bunch of other
Coffin dashing away.
big money contributors spending money.
You know what's really cool about the
Dr.
quads
Oz.
is it's not just a quad monitor
there's
setup.
about
It's
$33
32
million
inch quads.
spent opposing his
So if
election.
it's 32 inch
as senator.
diagonally, then that would make
And
it
Fetterman
64
was a good
inch.
amount
Now it's like a
too,
64 inch screen.
a little
And I
over
ran it
$20
last night as
million.
one screen. I did. It's kind of fucked up
It's
because
crazy
they're
how much
not
they spend on this
perfectly
shit, guys.
together
25.
because I got a camera.
But Fetterman
Doc Holland
altogether
Daisy.
raised more money
Well,
was
man.
spent
See, I've got a camera
That's
right
a very
there.
nice.
Stop Dr. Oz.
So
Restream.io.
until I figure out what to do with the camera exactly, it's got a little
Congratulations.
space there.
You've received 100 messages today with
So they're
Restream
not
chat.
perfectly touching, but you can compensate for the space in between
They're acting like
the
this is
monitors. It's
over.
really cool. There's a setting
And
for
if
that.
we look at
You do it both horizontally and vertically. It's really cool.
our map.
But I did watch a few
Gotta
YouTube
give it to
videos
Google. They
on
do
all
steal
4 screens
your
at one
data,
time.
but man, they make this
And it is you can't just drag, like I can't drag him across all 4 and watch him. It sucks. You have to go to a setting to do that. And then it changes then you're in a whole different resolution. It's
So you
weird.
got your fucking map.
You have to select the correct
Right.
resolution.
And we're concerned about Nevada, where it looks like we might have a Republican victory.
Okay, so he is
Arizona. appears
very
as though we'll have a
he's
Democrat,
very
and
focused
then
on
Georgia,
getting the
which could go
Democrats to
either way.
win, it seems.
But it's.
I wonder how if this guy's an independent.
The same distribution, meaning the same kind.
Billy Ballantyne.
Situation.
Because he says we
The other
we need to
monitor
win this, we
arrived
need to win
already.
that.
all of that for nothing. right?
Noise.
So he sounds like he's playing for the Democrat team.
Well, it was fun. Okay, election. Can we be honest? Those of us who are black pilled, that elections are fun. It's like an event, you know. You get to like watch like the votes coming in, and you get to see like who wins. And I was up kind of late last night.
See
I was
like
up
who
till, midnight,
wins.
looking at results and stuff.
He's a
And then,
political
like, First thing
junkie.
in the morning, like I got up, I took my shower, made my coffee, made my little toast with Nutella.
I'm a political junkie. Look, you guys like my ceiling?
All right.
Isn't that fucking totally like rustic
They want
and
me to
awesome?
censor
Look at my
some
roof,
shit.
man. Look at my
Hippie
freaking
chick.
roof, baby.
Happy 420.
Look at my roof, baby.
Well,
Cyber, did you hear what
context
she just
makes
said?
it okay. Anyways,
Can you even keep up
made
with
my
this
coffee,
pace?
had my little toast
Billy
with
Ballantyne.
the Nutella and the
Yeah,
banana
that
and
one.
shit.
I didn't know Ragnar
And I
Lothbrok
sat at
cared
my
about
computer
politics.
this morning and looked at the results, and I was like,
Billy,
wow,
Billy, Billy,
you know, I was
Billy, Billy,
surprised.
Billy,
I
Billy,
really
Billy,
thought
Billy. You didn't. What
the
did you call
Republicans
him?
were gonna take the Senate, for
Ragnar
sure, and the House.
Lothbrok.
And the more I thought about it,
I don't
guys,
know the reference.
More, I mean, it doesn't matter, right? We all know that. But the more I thought about it, the more it kind of makes sense, the strategy of both parties here. So if you're the Democrats, your hope is obviously to maintain control of both houses, but you'll want to do that primarily through
He is a political junkie, this guy.
trying to determine your opposition.
So, do you guys know who this is?
What I mean by that is they want certain people.
Do you guys know why I'm listening to this guy?
Hippie chick. Is your roof the blanket from your friend?
Look, yes, the roof is the blanket for my friend. Duke
Billy
from
Ballantyne.
California.
Main character on Vikings.
Vikings? It's Vikings.
Dumb show.
Say it. You're gonna say it. You're gonna say it correctly. It's Vikings. Cyber, what's the correct pronunciation?
The Vikings.
Exactly. Exactly. That's how a Viking says it. So. That's the guy that asked RLA to bring me into the debate tonight. That guy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's who this guy is. And he seems like a straight up Democrat.
To run against them. And it might surprise you.
Billy
This is
Ballantyne.
important for all of us to know.
Okay,
Thank
fine.
you for the follow.
He's the main character on Vikings.
So there might be. There he is, the main character on Vikings.
Oh wait.
Why you say? Ah, it sounded right.
Get the wall.
Did you hear that? Cyber, look.
Thank you for the-
He got the chat to
They
say it
want
right.
to decide who is going
He
to
suddenly has new meaning in
Yeah,
his
okay, look,
conversation.
so
They'll have to
here's
listen.
my fucking point that I'm taking
Well,
from
he's
it.
just talking about Democrats winning.
Guys,
And why, I don't know if he's
all
talking about
of
why he
us
thinks it's
who
important,
like the whole MAGA thing.
but
and
I'll
I
tell
don't
you why
include
I think it's
myself in that,
important.
but I know a lot of you guys do. Need
This is why I think it's important that right now, at this moment, the Democrats win, okay? Women's rights, for me, is the number one issue, okay? I think women, we have to give the Democrats the opportunity to prove that they are not going to do it. They're not going to codify Roe v. Wade. If they don't do it, when they have a full ability to do so, and it doesn't look like they do anymore, because if they can't get any legislation through the House, how are they going to get it through the fucking Senate? They can't if they can't get it past the House first. So I believe the legislation now, so it's completely dominated by the Republicans, and I don't think codifying Roe v. Wade will make it through. Look, I don't understand why Joe Biden can't write the legislation and just send it right to the Supreme Court. I'm sorry, send it right to the Senate. I don't understand that.
Hippie chick. Stalemate.
Well, can't he just write legislation and send it to the Senate? Or does the president have to send it through the House? A bill. Let's say he codifies Roe v. Wade, signed Joe Biden. President fucking diaper wearing douchebag. Fucking child fondler. Okay? Let's take that motherfucker, have him sign that piece of paper. Can he send that right off to the Senate? Because if, with Kamala Harris, like he said, we've got the Senate. Can't we codify Roe v. Wade? I guess not, because he said on day one. He said he'd do it on day one, as soon as he had the power to do it. I don't see, it'd be all over the news, right? Hey man, we're codifying Roe v. Wade. They're talking about codifying, what did they say, gay marriage? I mean, great, fantastic, yeah, do that too, but I mean, I thought we were going to do Roe v. Wade. So I don't know. Maybe someone like him could explain that to me, because I don't understand it. I'm not a political junkie, and this guy is. And you know what? Maybe this guy hears me and he's like, this guy could benefit from a little bit of the information that I could fucking give him.
Billy Ballantyne.
So, that's
Did you catch the blind guy leading Biden on stage?
no.
The someone else helped the blind guy off stage.
No.
Ha 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 ha.
Well, maybe that was a thing,
Andrew
man.
Hay. Did I hear something about gay marriage?
Just that I believe they're trying to codify it, which is it interracial marriage, or is it, I don't know, something like that. Whatever it is, my point is that if it's not possible to send legislation through and just have the Senate do it, doesn't seem like it is. It doesn't seem like Biden can do it, because shouldn't he be doing a whole
Hippie
bunch
chick.
of shit?
Both houses of Congress need to pass a bill.
Okay. So it can't get through the House. It's not going to get to the Senate. So it can't get through the House. So it's what Hippie Chick just said. It's a stalemate. And this is exactly the way the politicians and the higher ups, the puppeteers, this is exactly the way they want the system to run. With us cheering on war the whole time. So, I don't know, man. I might have something to learn from this guy.
and
If he says something blindly supportive of Democrats, if he supports the Ukraine war, if he says that, this was all brought on by Vladimir Putin, I think him and I are going to have something to talk about.
especially conservatives need to like.
We're going to talk about
understand
NATO
something.
installations. We're going to talk about, you know,
The
the borders.
Republicans,
We're going to talk about
I'm sorry,
Mexico
the
and Canada.
Democrats
We're going to talk
want
about,
people
you
like
know,
that to run.
nukes, you know, rockets
Because
and,
they
and
know
submarines. We're going to talk about all kinds of fun
the
shit.
Republican Muslim
We're going to have a lot
laws
to talk about.
Democrats are
We're going to talk
Islamophobic.
about shelling, you know,
They want people
people
like
and
that to
burning
run
people alive.
because they know that normie people will not vote.
And he
for
thinks,
out
I think
there
he knows who I am, and I think he knows what I'm going to say.
So, really interesting article by the Huffington
It's interesting that
Post,
he's bringing
which
me in
We
there.
all know it's the Huffington Post, right? I hope Trump doesn't run for president again. He's going to lose. Well, I think that there's two
He's reading the
strategies
chats.
here, one for the Democrats, one for the Republicans. We'll get to the Republicans in a minute, but little preview for you. I think the Republican Party is going to push really, really, really hard to marginalize Trump and get this, and they can only do that by getting the single most popular Republican to run. And who do you think that is?
Andrew
So if they
Hay.
get you know who to run,
Did he
then
sat?
Trump will probably
Oh.
not be chosen as the nominee.
Oh, Ron DeSantis?
And,
Chris Regpick.
Is he
Mr.
talking about? You said
Florida
you knew
The list of
himself
war crimes committed
will
by
be
the
your
Ukrainians
nominee
is
for
very long.
2024.
Andrew Hay.
Yeah, Ron
And
DeSantis.
we all know.
Did he say
yes,
he
you are
doesn't want
correct.
Trump?
And we all know that
No, he doesn't want
Mr.
Trump.
Orange
He-
will
he doesn't-
not that
just-
orange,
just
the
call
other
him-
orange.
He doesn't want.
It's just going to confuse you guys. Fucking DeSantis will definitely beat Biden. So get ready. Yeah, you're governor, bro. God bless you. And I know you're in the same profession as me.
Chris Regpick.
You better not.
Chris!
You should know
Hey, buddy,
damn
what's up, man?
communism,
Billy Ballantyne.
motherfuckers.
I found out
Andre
yesterday
will
that
crush
flamethrowers
DeSantis.
are not covered by
T-Bird.
Geneva. We only quit using them
I-
because they
I
don't shoot far
see
enough.
That happening. I'll get to why.
So
but
burning
let's
alive
go
is
through
still
this
legal.
quick. So look,
Hippie chick.
throughout the late.
He's
okay,
definitely
here's this.
talking about DeSantis.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, he's definitely talking about DeSantis.
Throughout the late spring and into
We
the
figured
summer,
this out
Democrat
already.
operatives made a series of risky choices to elevate Republican candidates who wholeheartedly embraced former President Donald Trump's cornucopia of lies about the 2020 election. In Republican primary after Republican primary, Democrats aired ads serving two purposes: promoting seemingly unelectable candidates to the GOP base while attacking them for a general election audience. The ads
James
noted how
McGill.
close the Republican candidates
Love the
were to Trump,
conversation.
played up their support for
Chris
strict
Regpick.
restrictions or bans on abortion,
Anti-aircraft
and
go
other
up
things
in
the
groups of
GOP
2.
base loved, but general
Fail-safe
election voters
systems.
hated. On election
Chris
night, those
Regpick.
risky bets paid off.
Missiles.
All 6 of the election-denying candidates
Hippie
on the
chick.
ballot who the Democrats boosted.
A special counsel
3
was appointed.
gubernatorial
Just
candidates,
indict
2
Trump.
House candidates, and
I
the
think they're
Senate
trying to
candidate
make it so he can't
lost,
run.
most of them resoundingly. So here's the key one I want to talk about. The most important involvement may have been the U.S. Senate race in New Hampshire, after establishment Republicans began airing ads attacking retired Army Brigade General
I lost
Don
the other
Bolduc.
Discord.
The main Democratic
page.
super PAC, Senate Majority PAC, began airing ads designed to boost him and attack Republican Chuck
Oh wait,
Morse.
I know what to do. I'm okay.
Billy
Democratic
Ballantyne.
Senator Maggie
We just
Maggie
naming off
Hassan,
weapons now.
Maggie Haberman Law,
Okay.
was considered vulnerable
Forks.
in the Granite State, but after hammering Bolduc for a victory, for a variety of extreme comments and positions on everything from abortion rights to the FBI to the opioid epidemic, she ultimately cruised to an 11-point victory, a margin better
Hippie
than
chick.
President Joe Biden's 2020
Bottom of the
presidential win
hour.
over Trump. Hassan's win, along with other results on Tuesday night, especially Pennsylvania Lieutenant Governor John Fetterman's victory, has significantly narrowed the GOP's path to a Senate majority. They now have to win 2 of Georgia, Arizona, or Nevada to gain the 51-seat majority they need. In a pre-election interview, a GOP Senate strategist who requested anonymity to speak frankly said Democrats' interference in the state
I guess I can
would
do
make
this
a
now.
difference. Morse, the state Senate president, would have 2 major assets Bolduc lacked. First of all, he had the allegiance of the governor, who would have been all in
Chris
for him.
Regpick.
The strategist said
Now is the
Bolduc
time
had
the
once
American
suggested
Gov
that
true
governor
colors
was
come out.
sympathetic to the Chinese
They will
Communist
turn their
Party.
back on
They-
Ukraine very soon because
The second
Europeans will
essay,
start
he
overthrowing their
had the
governments.
business
You're
and
right.
political connections
Why?
to be
Why?
a major donor
No
fundraiser
heat.
instead of
Don't
nickel and diming
underestimate-
Billy
into
Ballantyne.
fundraising.
Chuck
strategies.
Norris could win this whole
Assad
war with a
raised
washcloth.
38 million.
Don't underestimate
compared to
the
2 million
greed
for Bolduc. Holy
of the
fuck.
war machine, Chris,
Finally, Democrats worked
and
to get
the
weak
conniving
candidates.
and the
The
fucking
key is this
plotting that
Bolduc
these
guy. He
motherfuckers do
basically got
to keep
elevated
this
and
fucking
he's a
shit
pretty out there
an
character.
ongoing
Was considered,
situation, money-making
and it
machine
probably
for them
cost the
because they're too
Republicans that,
stupid.
Senate seat.
Because they're too stupid to just find something wonderful to make money doing. No, let's make money doing war shit. What the fuck is going on with my phone here, dude? Gee, oh my god. My phone's going crazy. Alright, there's supposedly something at my door. Give me a second.
Chris Regpick. Inflation will do this to us. Like we don't have enough oil. Such BS. Inflation and oil prices go hand in hand.
I'm so excited. So, that's my mom's birthday present, and she's gonna be back any minute. She went to go get gas in her car, and she'll come in here and find this huge box. It's got her birthday present that I got her. So she still gets to celebrate her birthday a day after. So it's awesome. All right, so
Billy Ballantyne. Inflation's been worrying me too, so I emptied all the sports balls and turned off the bounce house. Chris Regpick. It cost $4.50 a can of dog food. I spent $500 on dog food last week.
bro, I got my Jeep in California full of dog food. Isn't that funny? I told Mark, I'm like, load it up with dog food, bro. Just load it up with dog food and put it in the Jeep, and then I'll get all that dog food, man. Yeah, dude, it's expensive. Fuck yeah, bro. I'm going to be saving on dog food for the next year. I bet you I got a year's worth in that Jeep. So, let's see what this guy has to say about Ukraine, man. Russian retreat 9 days ago. True red wave. That Russian retreat, I might want to watch that one. Let's see how coups work.
Hippie chick.
True red wave.
Milk is $4.
Oh, he doesn't have. Oh wait, view all. This is all
Oh,
his
smoking?
Billy Ballantyne.
What's that?
What's his
I
favorite?
ask you if we're smoking.
Leo likes basic old Roy over
yes, we
everything
are
else.
smoking. Russian retreat. That's the one I want to watch. Stream starting soon. I've got my bong in my hand.
Chris
If you could have
Regpick.
saved a majority of those.
Do we
lines.
really want another world war?
And so this article.
No,
talks
I
about,
don't. No law regarding cannabis. Cyber cheers.
In the words of
Cheers, bro.
Cheers, everybody.
according to multiple
Chris,
former
Billy,
senior
hippie
US
chick,
officials, in April
cheers, guys.
22, Russian and Ukrainian negotiators appeared to have tentatively agreed on the outlines of a negotiated interim settlement. Russia would
FJI
withdraw
rocks
to
T
its position
gemstone.
on February 23rd when it
Cheers.
controlled parts of the Donbass region and all of Crimea.
Hippie chick.
And in exchange,
Cheers.
Ukraine would promise not to seek NATO membership and instead receive security guarantees from a number of countries. It's pretty, I would say, low on the terms of demands from both sides. Sounds like Russia was willing to acquiesce a lot, and that Ukraine basically just had to not join NATO. and Russia was willing to work with them. And actually, they
Griffin.
pulled out some soldiers.
Cheers
of the
NAY
British
hashtag
Cave,
NLRC.
retreated from some positions in April. And this whole thing was basically torn apart when Zelensky claimed that the Bucha massacre happened and was an indicator that Russia was trying to carry out a genocide in Ukraine, which, despite like the contentious views on both sides about Bucha, the idea that there was going to be a genocide of Ukrainians probably a little overstated, and using that as a pretense to end peace negotiations seems like a bad idea, right? Like, even if there were horrible war crimes and massacres at Bucha, why would that mean you would want to continue the war? I mean, if you feel like your enemy is so ruthless and brutal, why would you want to keep fighting them and putting
Billy
your
Ballantyne.
citizens who are
I
going
got
to be
milk
under
for
their control at some point in
$2.50
many
a
parts
gallon
of your
yesterday.
country at risk?
Great
like that?
value whole milk at Walmart.
I know that might sound like cucked or whatever, like if you're a fucking idiot, but if you're just thinking pure strategically, and you don't want your citizens to continue to get massacred, wouldn't you want to negotiate with Russia? But I happen to think Bucha, I mean, there's a lot of like mixed opinions on it, and I'm sort of
He's talking about negotiating with Russia.
Maybe the genocide stuff is a little overstated, and even some of the war crime stuff.
That's what it really
might
comes down to,
be
isn't it? I
questionable
mean,
in terms
we
of
can
the evidence.
debate how we got here all
But,
night
you know,
long.
I mean, things
He's going to know a
definitely
lot more about the history behind it, I
FJI
bet,
rocks
than
T
me.
gemstone.
I
Did that
understand
guy
the basics,
really just
though.
ask why Ukraine is fighting for its homeland?
He's going to understand the
Is
intricacies.
he not American?
I understand the basics.
LMFAO.
I've seen the video of people getting burned
Hippie
alive.
chick.
I don't know if he's seen.
I got
he's
mine
seen
at
that.
Altamonte Springs last night. Chris Regpick.
You got mine.
If you look at the photos in
Altamont
Bucha,
Springs?
the dead bodies had white armbands on. What does white armband means? The bodies were Russian collaborators. FJI rocks T gemstone. Anyone will fight for their homeland.
Shit, yeah. Anyone will fight for their homeland. Yeah. You need to understand that the people, though, that were getting bombed out of their homes in their homeland welcome Putin to take over those
Chris
regions.
Regpick.
You know?
All wars lead to negotiations.
What you need to look at are NATO installations alongside the border of Russia. That's what you need to look at. You need to think about that. You need to think about
Chris Regpick.
trying to get
Ukraine is Russia. This is a civil war.
trying to get Ukraine to join NATO, to join forces against Russia, because as evidenced by the shelling of ethnic Russians in Ukraine, NATO and the United States murder people on the
Hippie chick.
borders of countries they don't
I don't
like.
know if I believe that everyone will fight for their homeland. I don't think Americans are willing to fight for their homeland. I have my doubts seriously. Billy Ballantyne. Yuli 2022, White Armband Day, or White Ribbon Day, Bosnian, Dan by Jelatraka, Serbo-Croatian Cyrillic, is a day of remembrance of the events that began on May 31, 1992 in the Prihedor municipality.
Serbo-Croatian. I feel like I'm getting a crash course in freaking war history.
Down there, people died, so I would never go so far as to say it didn't happen. Or
Like I've been
anything like that.
connected to the goddamn
But I
Matrix,
just
and you're
think that-
downloading
Chris
shit
Redfield.
into my
Look,
brain.
there's obviously an incentive.
We
on
can
the
get a
Ukrainian
trans
side to
army
play
and
up
libtard
the whole
army to
massacre.
fight.
Okay.
FJI
And
rocks
that was
T gemstone.
Zelensky's,
If
again,
Ukraine
his
joins NATO now,
pretext for why he couldn't
tells
negotiate
every
with
other
Russia.
country that they can get in a
But
conflict
according
and
to
then
this
hit up the
article
NATO
anyway,
for
Boris
bailout.
Johnson was really the
We
one
need to
behind
not
this.
do that.
Boris Johnson actually went to Kyiv.
And it's
in,
interesting that you put it that way, because Ukraine did really initiate this conflict.
FJI rocks T gemstone. America has 400 million plus guns. I know people who would fight.
You don't want to. You don't want
Chris
to go up
Rigpick.
against 200,000 Russians.
NATO is for
hardened
defense.
warriors, bro. Trust me, you don't want to do it. We have 400 million guns among 100 million people. Not even that. It's probably 50 million people. All those guns are. A lot of people have a lot of guns. It's like it doesn't help if you don't have people to use those guns. There's people that have like collections of like 500 guns and shit.
FJI
April
rocks
9th,
T gemstone.
and met with Zelensky and basically
War is fought in the
urged
skies
him
anyway.
not to seek a settlement agreement with Russia.
Chris Regpick.
Because it would
will be
seem
when
I
somebody
remember
drops a
Korea,
fucking bomb
Vietnam,
on, drop the
Afghanistan, and
goddamn
a good deal out of it.
a nuke on
i.e.,
somebody.
I guess
It's from
the
the
ability
sky.
to join NATO anyway,
Chris
and a
Regpick.
peace settlement with Russia, which
Who
is
won
just
Korea
not, like,
and
a reasonable
Vietnam.
thing to assume.
Nobody.
I think what probably makes the most sense.
I mean,
is
what's
that
winning
Boris
really
Johnson
look like,
came
bro?
and said, look,
A war. If you're engaged in a war, you
NATO has
lose
your back.
already.
We have your back.
You're at a loss.
Might as well just tough it out because we're going to send you shitloads of money and weapons anyway. And, with that support, you actually have a chance of maybe not winning.
FJI
but
rocks T
fighting Russia
gemstone.
into like a stalemate.
Halliburton.
Forced to retreat.
FJI
Norfolk
rocks T
Grumman.
gemstone.
This
Raytheon.
retreat
The
today,
banks.
To me,
Blackwater,
is not necessarily
BlackRock.
FJI
a sign that
rocks
the
T
war is
gemstone.
trending downward or is going to
They
stop.
win every war.
To me, this is a sign
Chris
that
Regpick.
Russia will
ABC.
regroup
China
and
kicked the
mobilize
shit out of
300,000
USA.
Troops. They're in the process of
Chris Regpick.
getting
Fucking
all of them
Apple,
basically
And now
Tesla, fucking
active duty.
Starlink.
So the idea that this is being
You know?
drawn down with a Russian retreat is just not true. If anything, this is like a regrouping, I would imagine. It's bad shit. It's really bad shit, guys. I don't know. I mean, there were a bunch of reports that people in Ukraine were concerned about the outcome of the midterms. And
Chris
I guess they
Regpick.
were worried that,
The
once
Taliban
midterms
kicked the shit
happen,
out of
that
USA.
if the Republicans win over Congress, that they're going to put an end to the the support of Ukraine in terms of military aid and money and all that shit.
FJI rocks
I kinda
T
find that hard to
gemstone.
believe. I mean, I know there are
What
many
was it
Republican,
WW2 that Rothschild
voters.
was
I
financing
read
both
something
sides of
earlier, I think
Poland
it's
and
like
Germany?
A third of
I don't know.
Republican, or 2/3 of Republican
FJI
voters
rock. Here
feel
go
as
fight.
though we're
It's
spending too
profits.
much money in Ukraine.
So how
And
are
it
we
is
going to get to
clearly
see you on the
becoming a
debate?
partisan issue.
Token Tony Z.
I was trying to get the
Republican voters are
link.
very opposed
Yes,
to
they want to
continuing
ban
to
Trump
support
from even
Ukraine.
running for January
I can't find the
68
room
and
that I
other
was in.
incidents.
And liberals are the exact opposite. They feel like
I don't remember what
firmly
room I
standing
was
behind
in when I
Ukraine is
asked.
really the only solution
Patrick
to
John
any
Welder.
conflict, aka
Hey,
the
Nate.
dumbass position.
Did
So
you
that's
put
Laura,
urine
what's
on
up, man?
Elon's poll about bringing back Trump?
So, but, if the Republicans won the House and the Senate, to me, there's no reason to assume that they would outright try to stop funding of Ukraine. If anything, it would mean, I guess, trying to
Oh wait.
pass legislation.
Invite people.
that
Oh, I got it.
caps
I got
the
it.
amount that we send there, or maybe passing bills.
I got it.
Billy
or
Ballantyne.
attempting to do something to block
Put on
like
what
a
now?
Biden executive order.
Chris
or,
Regpick.
I mean, the obvious one would be
100,000
preventing any bills
Zero
going
slash
through that
2000.
provided funding
Here.
to
Zero
Ukraine.
slash 2000.
And look, guys, we've
Comment.
talked about this so many times.
Rumble rants.
Lobbyists run this shit.
FJI.
Okay, lobbyists run the fucking country. So if they want to send weapons to Ukraine, if the weapons lobby wants something to happen, if the oil lobby or if this lobby or that lobby feels strongly enough about it, there's clearly a Ukraine lobby. Whether or not it's a bunch of
I don't know. It kind of sounds like him and I are going to agree on all this shit. So maybe he's not pulling me in here because he disagrees with something. Maybe he's like that guy agrees with the reality of what's going on.
different pre-existing lobbies or one that
He understands all this shit.
involves,
It's not in denial about that,
Ukrainian nationals. I haven't done
It's
enough
all
research
war
into
money,
it. Somebody
you know?
really should. But it's
all
worth
money.
peeking into who is doing a lot of the lobbying in
Who's
Congress
making the money?
on behalf of the Ukrainian government.
Chris Regpick.
Because
The
there's
scary thing is
clearly,
that these
like,
weapons
a
will be
vested
sold to
interest
ISIS.
that very wealthy,
Hippie
very
chicks.
important people have in supporting
I
them.
agree with his analysis that
And
if Republicans
as a result
had
of
both
that,
no
houses
coffee,
of
no
Congress,
coffee.
they
No,
would stop
it's
to
just-
fund
there's
the
nothing
Ukraine
going
war.
to be pushed around by those interests. That's how this always works. I mean, it's how it works with every piece of legislation and every issue, contentious issues especially, because if you think about it, if you're a Republican senator or congressman and your vote on a particular funding, the funding of some war, your vote is like really important. Like obviously in Congress this is less likely, but in the Senate, like, you know, you're basically a decisive vote.
Chris
Like they
Regpick.
really need you to support this
We are
legislation
brainwashed.
to get it passed. That actually puts you in a tremendous position to negotiate and gives you a lot of power. And potentially you can get a tremendous amount of, well, I guess, what's a good word for it? You could benefit a lot from that. I mean, you find yourself in a position where you could do these lobbyists or these well-connected people in your party like a huge favor, and in return, they're probably going to help you get reelected when your seat is up. They're probably going to hook you up with some sort of spot in a company or some sort of favorable position or appointment after the election. So, in other words, there's no reason to assume that the Republicans would be totally, like, morally pure on this issue. This lobbyship was one of many reasons that the capitalists made it a priority to shut down radical
Billy
movements and
Ballantyne.
deport or assassinate radicals.
I wonder how long
Yeah.
it's been since he's
Look,
nared his
man,
head.
I mean, it's really
About
like
3 hours.
It's just so obviously the basis with which the bourgeois interests and the ultra wealthy, and I express those two things separately because they are separate, right? Like there are bourgeois interests, you know, people who are rich and well connected, and then the ultra wealthy who are like, you know, people who basically run the world, the global economic system, the real power players. But they, ever since Citizens United, and even before that you could argue, but definitely since Citizens United, they have a legal basis to just say they control the country. And so don't let anybody ever argue. Like, if anybody tells you you're stupid for being a Marxist, and like, oh, but communism never worked or whatever, or like, oh, the Marxist analysis, but it's like, listen, the Marxist analysis of the political system is really simple. All it says is that the government in power represents the interests of a different class of people, and it very obviously does. Like, our government legally represents the interests of the bourgeois class and the ultra wealthy.
Right.
Ever since, and legally, the basis of that is the
Right.
Citizens United decision.
Cool, man. So I don't think this guy and I are gonna have anything to argue about, which is great. He's he's everything for what it is. And I'm fucking honored that he's fucking asking me to be on this debate, man. That's fucking great, man. How nice. How fucking nice is that? I'll smoke to
Chris
that, man.
Regpick. Everything hinges on temperature. The colder it gets in Europe, the sooner this ends. No lie in freezing your ass off.
I mean, I'll tell you, like I was saying before, women's rights was number one for me. That's why I want the Democrats to win. That there's more to it than that. All right, but number one, it's women's rights. And, you know, that's just it. I mean, it's, as far as I'm concerned, end of fucking conversation. You know, if Republicans want to champion abortion rights for women, oops, then the Democrats are going to have a problem. But I don't see them doing it. So, you know, until then, you know, I'm not even going to look at them. You gotta address my number one issue, and that's women's rights. I mean, do that, then we'll talk about, you know, LGBTQ rights as well. That's a big one too for me. This is what's going on in Florida with Ron DeSantis, LGBTQ, anti-LGBTQ
Billy
laws.
Ballantyne.
It's psychotic. If you
I
guys saw it.
disagree. You think the Russian army doesn't have North Face jackets and some cocoa? Chris Regpick. We need to make 3 bathrooms on planes and all government and private business.
We need to make 3 bathrooms on planes and all government and private business. Chris, do you realize that on airplanes, everyone uses the same fucking bathroom? You do realize that, right? There's not a men's and a ladies' bathroom on most airplanes. I wouldn't be surprised if you could find one that there is, but what the fuck are you talking about? What you just said didn't make sense. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, me too, man. It's new. Is it new? No, it's something like Newfoundland. No, 420. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers, Cyber. Cheers, everybody in the chat. Chris, Billy, Hippie Chick. Cheers, guys. Oh, and Token Tony Z
Chris Regpick.
over there on Rumble.
Trans rights.
Chris, I think you're drinking or something. You're not thinking properly. A trans person can use a bathroom, the same kind of bathroom that you can use, okay? You understand that, right? They don't need a special kind of bathroom.
Billy Ballantyne. Is Chris on Flacca?
He's on something. He's on that alligator
Chris
shit.
Regpick. No, going to work.
Oh, he's on that level. That sucks too. I got you. I'd be pissed off too, bro. Work sucks. All right, man. I know Chris. He enjoys whatever it is he does. Whatever his job is, it's probably great. And he's probably great at it. What are you doing? What's your job, bro? What are you doing now? You've done so much. What this guy has done is incredible. You guys should check out his YouTube channel, Chris Regpick, on YouTube. And go watch some of his crazy-ass videos. Seriously. Go subscribe to him and tell him I sent you. Chris Regpick. Reginald Pickering. Christopher Reginald Pickering. The very distinguished.
Chris Regpick. Building stone walls and brick.
Oh, yeah, you're good at that. But you know what's crazy about handling bricks, bro? After a while, they start getting really heavy. You know? At first, it's no problem, but then, man, it's like doing reps. What you're working out, and it's getting harder and harder
Chris
and harder
Regpick.
to do.
To keep the Ukrainians out.
You're building stone walls to keep the Ukrainians out. He's on that alligator shit, man. I'm telling you. He's on the alligator. It's an algorithm thing. Alligator.
Chris Regpick. Ah ha ha.
Ah ha ha ha. I had pancakes and bacon for breakfast this morning. Hell yeah. So, oh, I couldn't find the... Wait, no, that's... I probably could go to my channel here. On Twitch, right? My channel. Oh, there it is. Twitch.tv/Nays Garden. That's easy. Hey, man, you guys want a link to my Twitch? Here it is. Twitch.tv/Nays Garden. That's funny. I thought Twitch was Nays Garden Show for some reason. But it's Nays Garden. Look at that. Nays Garden. So I cut my hair off today. Biden grants immunity. We don't care, which is why we don't care, which is why we've moved. Come check out. That's cool, man. I dig it. I like the new sound studio, man. I like this new podcast studio. I'm all stretched out, man. I got plenty of room. I mean, yeah, I could give myself a little bit more headroom here for working out. I guess I don't have to have this here like this, but this is very nice sound deadening. And the less my mother can hear me, the happier she'll be. Because I have a tendency to say things she does not want to hear. is this so hard for me to get? Dude, my stomach's growling. Why is that? I had a pancake for breakfast and bacon. My stomach shouldn't be. Oh, you guys, my mom is. Let's check this out. Hey! I know, I heard your phone ringing. No, I think it was the dwarf. It was when they dropped off the cherry berries. Mom, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Martina. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Moses. Yes. I wonder if they'll last till your party. I'm glad they're a day late because that makes them, one day late. The box lady. What do you think this is? Right? Well, I think I was here 2 years ago. And you like the white chocolate. Yeah. I don't know yet. I'm gonna eat it on camera on my show. Hey everybody, look what I got my mom. I got one to show you. Look what I got my mom. Yeah, look at this. Chocolate covered strawberries delivered for the birthday thing.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Mom. She's eating one. Holy moly. Wow. I can't believe how cold they are. Mm. 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 That's an experience.
Patrick John Welder. Crazy how Elon's poll is getting almost 1 million S per hour.
What? Dude, the one about...
Guaranteed it gets a majority no by the end of the day.
Patrick, the one about allowing Trump back on Twitter, I thought Trump was winning that. I saw an article about it. You think it's a guaranteed majority no by the end of the day? I didn't realize the poll was still going because I've got Elon blocked.
Patrick John Welder.
It's getting close.
It's getting close.
I gotta tell you, man, I'm amazed because I really thought that Elon's people were gonna all vote to bring Trump back on because they
Patrick
just
John
want
Welder.
chaos.
52 to 48.
They want just pure chaos, and they're getting it. You know, we are getting chaos. It's getting very chaotic, and if that's what people want, man, we are definitely getting it. Definitely getting it.
Billy Ballantyne. Elon talking free SCH when he's polling people to see if he should let someone talk. Ha 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 ha.
The truth behind Donald Trump is he has the ability to use social media to start riots and wars, you know, and he does. If that's the kind of free speech that people want, man, you know, we're going to find out that we
Patrick John Welder.
have pushed it too far.
What I don't understand is who the fuck is making sure all the gears are running. Patrick John Welder. Okay, Twitter.
All the gears.
Billy Ballantyne. It's also controlling the fate of an election.
Yeah, right. Look, guys, we're gonna do this Discord debate tonight. I'll be broadcast. I gotta ask them if I can broadcast. Let me ask them if I can broadcast that live across my channels. I need to message her at Queen.
Hippie chick. That would be really cool if you could broadcast the debate.
Yeah, right. We'll find out. You just advanced to level 2. I'm level 2. Level 2. Moving up, I'm level 2. Nays Gardens level 2 in the server. It's gonna be nice growing healthy hair, man. Oh, she sent me a video. Because he's gonna be there tonight. Pro-Putin lefty snaps. Starts fight with Destiny and moderator. And Jackson debate on Russia, Ukraine with Dylan.
Mountain Finance. Rebroadcasting is more eyeballs, and what streamer doesn't want that?
Oh, she just said yes. Okay, great. So I can broadcast this. Can I get a list? Talking to Queen Alexa on her Discord
Doc
server.
Tucson. Why did you cut it? Chris Regpick.
Why did I cut my hair?
Did you guys hear about the parachutist named Billy?
Because I wanted to.
He jumped from a piper and landed in a pile of stinky cow shit.
I kind of wore it in a ponytail the other day, kind of short looking, you know, and kind of messed up the top a little bit and had it in the back. I was looking at it and I was like, I kind of want to be like that. I want my hair short. That's how I feel, you know.
Billy Ballantyne. People think Trump has no butthole.
Billy, I think you just confused Trump with Kim Jong-un.
Chris Regpick. Have a good day.
UA. Dylan Burns. Okay, so it's going to be this guy, Dylan Burns, whose video we're just going to pull up here.
You have no evidence to support any of that there was Western backing to any of these people, that any of this was a false flag. Everything you're
Chris
going off
Regpick.
of is complete conjecture.
I like how Jackson laughs when he's listening to people in a debate. Dude, I hope Jackson doesn't show up tonight. Because Jackson's going to fucking destroy me if I
Valentine.
try to debate him on anything.
Nope.
So I don't want to
They're
debate.
becoming
I don't want to
insane.
debate Jackson Hinkle. So I hope he doesn't come in and try to, you know. This guy's gonna probably be a friend with Jackson, then Jackson's gonna show up and be like, "Hey man, you're talking shit about me, bro." And then they got like a whole video reel
Maria
that Shut
Lee.
the Fuck Shit Lib put together for
Did you
him.
today?
Yeah. They're like, "Why are you saying all this shit, motherfucker?" Dude, we should make a movie like that. That'd be so awesome, man. Oh my god. Oh yeah, look at this. This starting this again. Great, whatever. Here we go. So I'm gonna pull this up. That's what I'm gonna do. This YouTube video here. Let me see if I can do that. There it is. Great, man. I'm getting good at this.
Conversation admitting to the fact that they were handpicking the coup government.
In that conversation, where?
You want me to send you the link to it?
No, because I've already read the entire conversation. They don't admit
And
that
what did
ever.
that conversation
They
say?
never said anything about hand-picking the new government. It wouldn't even make sense.
Really?
Yes,
Look at the
really.
chat.
Where's the evidence that he was handpicked? How was he handpicked?
Hippie chick.
Who hosted this
Happy
debate?
710.
Became the chair of parliament. Why could he have not become?
No, you're pivoting. Where is the evidence that this guy was handpicked by the United States?
Happy 710.
A conversation about this guy saying he would be good when he's already the opposition leader is not evidence of him being handpicked by the West.
They already declared independence!
The reason why.
The Declaration of Independence from Crimea
Holy
happened after
shit.
the Russian invasion.
Do you disavow when Haas said it then? Do you disavow
We're
the
just
Kremlin
asking if you
gremlin?
believe it or not.
Did you
He doesn't have to disavow it. He just isn't making the affirmative
Do
claim.
you disavow?
It's Bono, you little fuck bitch.
Today we're debating the war on Ukraine, something to that effect. And then I will kick it over to Infra and Jackson.
Oh, there's
And,
Dylan
say-
Burns. Dylan's the one with the long hair up here.
Infra's and Jackson's opening statement. Thanks for being with us. The floor is all yours. And at that point, you guys can pick up the ball and start running. Sound good?
Shut the fuck up, Lizard, alright?
Alright, I'll begin, and then Jackson, you take the other two.
Are we time limited on these intros? Just checking.
12 minutes.
Wait, really?
That's what he said.
Yep.
Per team.
6
So,
per person, yeah.
do you guys want more?
No, he wants the opposite.
Trim it back a little
Is
bit.
that per team or per person?
12
That was per team.
Yep.
Okay. That's fine. It'll be fine.
Cool.
So I'll begin. So when it comes to the formation
well, yeah, just we're not streaming on my side yet though. It'll take like 30
Just let him start now. We can pick up like halfway in between.
Chantel Briggs. Remember
Destiny,
when
can
we
you ever
used to
get out
meet
a
at the
fucking
park?
statement and wear it with your fucking chest? Why do you gotta like
Anybody getting out of a complete
What is the
statement
point
with
of this
is
troll?
almost
nervously
impossible.
mumble
Exhibit
every
What is the
little
point of
time?
this
Am I
fucking
right?
troll, man?
Passive-aggressive bitch
Just
made statement
stop,
you make,
dude.
you have
What do
to,
you
like,
want?
mumble your way
Money?
through it. Why don't you just
What
say
are you
wear it
trying to
with your fucking chest,
blackmail
say
me?
it with
What do
your
you
chest or
fucking
something.
How are
want,
you gonna
dude?
talk to me about wearing something on your chest when you acted like such a conciliatory little bitch in real life to me? Are you serious right now? How are you gonna act like this? I'm like, yeah.
Here's what I'll promise you. Next time we meet in real life.
You know,
it's
if I
not
had
gonna work
chat
that way.
scrolling like Jackson Hinkle does when he goes live on a podcast, like, look at this chat, guys.
I'm going to like 2 or 3 events next month, so if you want to show
I
up
could
and
ignore
know,
motherfuckers like that.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, go for it. I hope so. I hope so with your stream one, begging me for viewership.
Here we go.
And just turn off that
Ready to
fucking
go,
talking.
James, let's go.
That's the most views I ever get. Turning my fucking
Here I
back
go.
on the whole fucking
In
world.
fact, I am going to turn it off
3,
right
2,
now.
1. Ready, set, here I go with the cold open.
I don't know, this one's feeling hot, James.
Everybody, tonight we're debating. Hey everybody, tonight we're debating the war in Ukraine, and we are starting right now.
Off.
With Infrared and Jackson's opening statement. Thanks so much, gentlemen, for being with us. The floor is all yours.
Okay, so when it comes to the formation of, this is the first context I want to establish. When it comes to the formation of military alliances, this actually extends beyond the bounds of the sovereignty within a state's own territory. Countries have an obligation to be cognizant of the geopolitical, geographic, and historical and civilizational realities that their own sovereignty is situated within. And this is specifically recognized by organizations like the OSCE. According to which, Ukraine being a member, one country, according to its founding document at least, one country's security cannot be strengthened at the expense of the security of another state. So what the OSCE establishes is that it's not just that states are just completely, totally free to just do whatever they want in terms of making security alliances and in terms of how they construct their militaries and position themselves geopolitically. There's a very delicate balance of power and security within Europe, and everyone who's committed to actually preserving long-term peace, which is what the OSCE is actually about, has to be recognize the fact that there needs to be a balance of security. There needs to be a security architecture that ensures that there is a fair distribution of security across the continent. When this balance is tipped in one direction or the other, it creates a situation of instability and geopolitical uncertainty and leads to the conditions that ultimately could lead to war and to conflict. So one has to keep this in mind when one is bringing up the issue of the sovereignty of states. States should have a right to self-determination, and states should have the right to be sovereign, but they should also be cognizant of the geopolitical and geographic realities within which they reside, so as to not create circumstances that upset the balance of security and the security architecture. So
What's up with the fucking music?
Yeah, so the next point that I think is really important is to actually, and I would like to hear Dylan and Destiny respond to this when they talk, is to address when did this conflict begin, or if, war, when did this war begin? The war began, and they refused to call it a war. The Ukrainian government refused to call it a war for 8 years because they wanted to have IMF loans, and you can't give IMF loans to a country that's at war. But the war began after the 2014 coup that took place on the heels of the Maidan protests, which began
Dylan laughed about that.
Without U.S. backing. I mean, there was a plurality of people within Ukraine that were frustrated over the fact that there was not going to be EU membership for Ukraine, and well, I guess there was going to be a delay in the decision, and those protests began, and then eventually they decided that they were not going to take the unfair deal that the EU offered them. They knew that these neoliberal policies that would be inflicted upon them, upon the EU deal, would have hurt them much more than opening up trade partnerships more with Russia would have helped them. So, upon these
Same.
protests, the U.S. Began to
I've never heard of 'em.
infiltrate the movement. U.S. politicians began, working with agencies on the ground, U.S. front agencies on the ground, like the National Endowment for Democracy. Victoria Nuland even boasted about the fact that they funneled $5 billion. We'll discuss the details of the U.S. involvement in the coup later on in the debate, I'm sure. But lots of money came in to these U.S. agencies on the ground to actually hijack the Maidan protests. Upon hijacking the Maidan protests, violence broke out. This was dissimilar to the 2004 color revolution that the U.S. also played a part in, surrounding the 2004 elections, which Yanukovych was also involved in. Initially reported that he won, though international Western-aligned agencies claimed that these elections were marred with corruption and discrepancies and irregularities in the vote. The election was overturned then, and Yanukovych didn't see the presidency until his second run. But after being elected, during these Maidan protests, U.S. became involved. They led a coup upon the democratically elected government of Yanukovych, and after that, coup on the democratically elected government of Yanukovych, we saw the 8-year war begin, and that's the next point I want to make. It's insane to assume that this war began, within the past 2 weeks. Everyone knows that there was shelling, there was fighting in the Donbass region.
Holy shit,
the question is, when did that begin? It began directly after the coup, thanks to the West.
This was a long time ago, man. This had to be in March. What's the date on this? What's the date on this? March 4th. Wow, man. Dude, he had such a good grasp on all the history that was going on there, even at that early on like that, man. Oh my God. Why is Corey Feldman there? Anyway. Yeah, it should be an interesting night. So there'll be links and whatnot. I put a link in the chat. I'll do it again. Here's a link. Hey Holly, I'm going to be on a panel tonight, a panel discussion about Ukraine. So join us tonight. There's the link. Wait, that's Twitch TV. My bad, that's the wrong link. Give me 1 second. Okay. Here's the link, Holly. My bad. I'm going to be in a panel discussion there tonight with a few people. Talking Ukraine. She wanted to know my take on it. I said, we're there because of American imperialism. There's no doubt. NATO and America keep pushing Russia, into a corner. And that's, if you listen to the rhetoric here in the United States, ever since Obama, I remember it's always been anti-Putin rhetoric, not willing to sit at the table and have a discussion with him, and to laugh and joke about it like it's some fucking joke, and treat Russia like they're some huge fucking enemy of ours when they won World War II for us. It's fucking crazy. We're very forgetful. Selective memory, whatever. Well, we're going to talk about it on the panel tonight. Check it out. There will be links. Come join us, okay? Happy 420, everybody. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 7 p.m. tonight. I'll be broadcasting it from the live show. So you guys can just tune into the show to watch it. All right? Should be fun. You guys take care. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next show. Bye now. I'm going to enjoy these roses I got from my mom. shut this goddamn show off. Bye, Docky. 2-hour show, guys. 2 hour and 15-minute show.